Hello, I'm Lorraine Ladd, Director of Talent Acquisition at Alliant. Welcome to the Blue Room. Today, my special guest is Maulik Shah. Hello, nice to see you. He's an Associate Director for our R&D team. Maulik has been with us for over 8 years.
Over 8.
And has been promoted several times. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Okay, so R&D consultant. Talk to us a little bit about that. What exactly do you do as an R&D consultant?
Yeah, an R&D consultant, I would say your primary focus is there's a number of businesses out there, right? And they're all focused in STEM. And the biggest goal right now in the U.S. is, you want to reward companies that are primarily focusing on STEM, engineering, manufacturing, physical sciences. These companies, they've got a lot of competition, right? They have so many forces out there, offshoring jobs, cheaper labor elsewhere. But the fact that they choose to keep jobs here, your job is to go in there and figure out what they're doing and how much we can give back to them so that they can keep growing. In a nutshell, you're focusing on U.S. companies and you're wanting to make us competitive. You're wanting all the technology to improve here. And you have a big hand in that. The client doesn't know a lot about taxes and credits. They're going to lean on you. They're just going to do what they're doing. And you're going to go in there and figure out, hey, this is how much you get to reinvest in your company and keep growing.
Okay, I love that. So what's your favorite part of the job then?
Oh, for me, as a team lead, I would say for me, it's my people. When I came in here 8 years ago, I thought I would be a consultant, and I saw that there's a team lead role available. And primarily, it's my people. It's knowing that, hey, these guys have goals. They're coming in. They're fresh out of college. They've heard about this thing called consulting, but you really don't know what consulting entails, right? I mean, it's just like general word in industry. But for me, my favorite thing is, hey, I get to work with each individual.
Right.
I got to figure out what drives them, what their goal is, and how can I get aligned, right? Both here, outside of here. I always talk about that too.
Right.
Because, work is a big part of life, but I always think that both need to be flowing almost synonymously to be able to be truly successful. So it's like both here and outside here.
I love that. No, that's awesome. Okay, so company culture. What is your favorite thing about our company culture?
You define your success. To be honest, like a lot of companies will say that. My personal story, you said I was here 8 years. I took this job interview actually just because. And I'll be honest, I already had an engineering offer lined up.
Wow.
I had an engineering offer lined up in Midland, and when I went out there a few weeks before I came here, I was like, hey, what's the progression like? And they were like, well, engineer 1, engineer 2, and you have to go get your certificates, degrees. And I came here and I said, you know what, let me just curious, what is the progression? And the first thing I was told is you are in control. Yeah. And I believe it. 8 years later, I started as an entry level consultant. There was a lot of promotions along the way, but I was in control.
Yep.
And to me, like, I love the feeling of being at a place where no one can stop you. If you've got the fire and you got the fuel, you can keep going.
Yeah, and you really do control your own destiny. How many times have you been promoted?
Let's see, it was a project associate, associate 1, associate 2, senior associate now, associate directors. 5.
Okay, wow, 5 times. So you really do control your own destiny. I love that. Okay, so you like a goal-oriented person, so do you set goals for yourself?
Very much so.
Okay,
yes,
so
ma'am.
What is one goal that you've accomplished this year?
Oh, one goal this year. I had a few folks in my team that had just joined, and they were very, very keen on their next promotion. And as a team lead, like, I think my goals center around my people. And so for me, the biggest accomplishment is that our team just in this past year, and a lot of these promotions have been in less than 1 year, but we have to be very, very clear, right? And that's what I always preach to my people is you can say it, but then you got to look in the mirror and say, hey, are you doing the things that the individual would be doing to achieve this kind of result, right? And so for me, we've had a couple promotions, and that's been a big success story for us. And then hopefully we're getting into Q4. I've got a couple more in mind, but I want to see it metrically. But if we can make it happen, that's going to be a huge home run to close out 2025.
Yeah, I love that. And our number one core value is investment, right? So we really do practice what we preach. We bring them in, we invest in them, we show them how to be great, and then they get promoted. And that's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so who would you say is the secret comedian on your team?
Okay. Secret comedian, and I took a poll on the team too, and I've been thinking about it, but it's gonna be Greg. Greg Gronwald on my team is the secret comedian. If you walk by, you'll think he's silent, but he is the silent assassin. When he jumps in the middle of a conversation, it's a punchline, and everyone's gonna laugh. So if you don't know Greg, Greg is the guy.
Okay. I love that. That's awesome. Okay, good. So you get to go to the bowl and you get to pick 3 questions, one by one. Read the question and then give us your answer.
All right.
It's getting to know you a little bit better, Maulik.
There we go. All right. First concert I ever went to. Oh, God. I'm going to get so much. Maybe I'll get flack for it. First concert I ever went to was Rihanna. Yeah, it was Rihanna. I went with friends. I'd never been to a concert. They thought I was crazy. And so they're like, well, Rihanna's in town. And I said, you know what? Let's go to Rihanna. So we went to Rihanna.
I love that. Okay, good. Rihanna it is.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
All right. Let's see. Ooh, most used emoji on your phone right now. It's going to be the sad face emoji right now. Only because right now it's the tail end. Your
fantasy football.
No, actually, it's my Astros. And because the first time in 8 years, my Astros are missing the playoffs, so me and my buddies right now it's just been sad face after sad face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think I flew in last night, live in California, go back and forth, and we had a Houston Astros on our plane. I don't know who it was, but everybody kept making a big deal and having them do autographs. And I'm like, oh, that means they're not in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're not. They missed it. First time in 8 years. A golden era come to an end.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
Pick another one.
Let's see. One more. All right. Fun fact about yourself that would surprise your team. I'm a big reader. Yeah.
Oh.
So if I get 5 minutes in the middle of the day, I'll pull open the Wall Street Journal app. Or at night, I like to read a book. My big thing is at night, I don't really like to do the phone.
Okay.
And so my nightstand is actually further from my table intentionally. 2 benefits. One, when the alarm hits in the morning, you have to walk, so then I can't snooze.
Yeah.
But then the second thing, I found I sleep better when I read.
Oh.
And so I usually try to read like a chapter or 2. And it's not a lot of nonfiction, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you reading right now?
So right now, couple biographies,
okay.
right? One that I got recommended to truly get a new understanding of work ethic was the Elon Musk biography.
Oh,
and
wow.
It talks about how he's been building the companies, and it gives you an inside scoop. So yeah, if I thought I was working, I've been reading that, and yeah, I'm not doing 20% of what
You're not
he's
doing
doing.
enough.
Yeah, I'm not doing enough, but it's motivating, right?
Yeah.
That's why I read. It gives you a new perspective.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, good. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions.
All right.
Okay, phone call or text?
Oh, phone call.
Oh, we just talked about this. Astros game or Houston rodeo?
Oh, Astros game any day. Yeah,
okay.
I'm a diehard fan. So.
Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, Coke. Yeah.
Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Gold or silver?
Gold.
Introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert. 100% extrovert. Yeah.
Classic or trendy?
Classic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sunrise or sunset?
Big sunrise.
Okay.
Morning. You gotta take advantage of the morning.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cookies or brownies?
Cookies.
Cookies,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, chocolate chip.
Okay, good. Well, look, thank you so much for joining us today. Before we end the podcast, I just want to ask you your ideal candidate. We're looking to hire. If you want to come join him and have a good time on his team and be with the comedians and all the fun that they have, tell us, who would be your ideal candidate?
Yeah, ideal candidate. For me, it's someone that admits that, look, there's room for improvement, right? Like, by no means are you going to walk in and say, hey, I'm perfect. Like, I'm the perfect consultant. But what you want is, I use the word grit a lot. And grit to me just means that, look, like, there are some things that I do well that I'm going to keep doing. And then there's some things that I can be better at. And I want you guys to help me. And it's the fact that, hey, you're willing to go on that journey with us. Mm-hmm. You're willing to work on the things you could be better at. You have your goals in mind and you're going to work hard. And, like, there's no room for excuses, but there's, hey, if we messed up, let's figure out how we can be better. That's all you can ask. But if you've got goals in mind, you know what direction you want to go to and you want to grow. And believe me, look, if you ever get the opportunity to come visit here, I'm not the only one with the story that, hey, I've had a long career here. All throughout our floor, it's a bunch of consultants. They're like-minded. But if you're growth-minded, you're goal-oriented, I think you're really going to find a really nice home here.
Agreed. Thank you so much. That is it for today's episode. We want to thank Maulik for sharing his inspiring story and your amazing journey. Until next time, remember, your journey is yours, so make it count.